Hello, PWA fans. Aaron Hurt, glad to be back with you. We are coming to you from the PWA Arena for this episode, and we've got a huge tag team title match lined up for our main event, plus singles action featuring Outlaw Tony James versus Mr. TCB, the Cody Blaze, and we're going to start things off with CRipton against Jason Andrews in a very intriguing matchup. So let's get things started and go right to ringside for that match right now. Tonight's first match is singles action set for one fall. It carries a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from the historic Gaslit Quarter of sunny San Diego, California, at a weight of 190 pounds, Jason Andrews. His opponent weighs in tonight at 61 kilos from Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. He is the man known as CRipton. All right, fans, here we go with another great edition of PWA Wrestling, starting things off with Jason Andrews sauntering down to the ring with his typical joie de vivre. Although he might have his work cut out for him tonight against the newcomer CRipton. CRipton got his first victory our last time out on the program. Finally got his hand raised against Jeffrey Johns. Clearly looking to build on that. Haven't seen Jason Andrews in singles action for a little while. Show of sportsmanship there from CRipton, not returned by Mr. Andrews, unsurprisingly. Might have suckered CRipton in there. Drop toe hold, elbow right to the spine, and a kick. Andrews very aggressive at the onset here. Gonna need it. Oh, CRipton able to roll through that attempted monkey flip. Comes up with the crucifix. Only a 1 count. Andrews seemingly stunned. Walks into an arm drag and a second one. Oh, and a chop. Reverberates all throughout the PWA arena here. The lucha stylings of CRipton on display here in Lancaster. And the crowd responds in approval. CRipton has been constant motion. But Andrews finally able to slow things down a little bit here. What's he got in mind? Oh! Shades of Tajiri with the tarantula hold. Single leg crab. Excellent strategy here from Andrews to ground the high flyer. If he injures that knee, that will obviously affect his outstanding leaping ability. And let's not sell Jason Andrews short either. Again, looking to grapevine the legs here. Could be a bow and arrow. Can he roll him back? Oh, yes, he does. Andrews keeping his shoulders off the mat. Oh, but CRipton finds a way out. Great action in this opening contest, fans. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. More of that explosive offense from CRipton. There's a big monkey flip out of the corner. CRipton could be on his way to victory number 2 here in PWA. What's he looking for here? Oh, Andrews able to take advantage of that indecisiveness, turns it into a small package, just about finished CRipton off there with that moment of hesitation. But here he comes off the second rope, caught just enough to take Andrews down, but he rolls through, hooks the legs. Great succession of near falls here, fans. This is the kind of action you're only going to see in the PWA. And Andrews goes back to trying to immobilize CRipton. Reverse cloverleaf. Oh my! Look at how he's stretching CRipton, and Jeffrey Johns just happens to make his way out to ringside. Get a closer look at the action. Obviously still a chip on his shoulder about suffering his first loss. CRipton trying to recapture that momentum. Scores with a back elbow. Johns imploring Andrews to finish CRipton off, but it might not be that easy. Face plant. Rolls him over, hooks the leg, but only 2. And now Johns on the ring apron. The referee needs to interject himself into this situation. Jeffrey Johns disrupting what was to this point an excellent wrestling match. Oh, full Nelson. Oh! Able to duck the attempted punch. Springs off the ropes, holds on. 2. How much closer can you get? Spinning back kick connects from CRipton. Again, Johns back up on the ring apron. takes a kick to the face. CRipton in position and gets the 3 count. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, CRipton. My Rainmaker-style clothesline there from Jeffrey Johns. Too late to do anything to help Jason Andrews, but he can still send a message. And this 2-on-1, this is just despicable. Well, clearly, well, we can see the fans have taken a shine to CRipton. We can't say the same about some of the members of the locker room. We'll be back with more fans. Hello, PWA fans. My name is Aaron Hurt, here to tell you all about how you can keep up with PWA online. Just search PWA Ohio on Facebook or on YouTube, or check out PWAOhio.com for all of the latest information about upcoming events, the latest videos and highlights of past events, and interviews with your favorite PWA wrestlers. So make sure that you like and follow all of those pages. That's PWAOhio.com, PWA Ohio on Facebook, and PWA Ohio on YouTube. And follow along with all of us here from Premier Wrestling Alliance, and we hope to see you at the PWA Arena very soon. Our next match, fans, is a one-fall singles contest with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, weighing in at 245 pounds from Champaign, Illinois, Mr. TCB, the Cody Blaze. His opponent is a former holder of the PWA United States Championship, as well as a former co-holder of the PWA Tag Team Championships. At a weight of 211 pounds from Devils River, Texas, please welcome the Outlaw, Tony James! Well, you see Tony James making Cody Blaze think about what awaits him before making his entrance here for this contest. It's going to be a big test for Cody Blaze. The best advice I would have for him would be to pack a lunch. Perhaps we're seeing a new association develop between Cody Blaze and Josh 4x4 Jackson, who came out here to second Blaze. Has since returned to the locker room. Tony James has been miserable even for him since losing the tag team titles at Red, White, and Bruised. I think Cody Blaze might feel a little bit of that frustration up close and personal. Case in point, that big elbow drop. And Tony James gives the young Cody Blaze no time to recover. Putting a bad mouth on him while he beats him. Scooping a slam. Just dumped Blaze. A focused Tony James is a very, very dangerous opponent. And that's precisely what we're seeing here. Oh, puts on the brakes, reversal from Blaze. Comes up with the big clothesline. Finally able to get in some offense. We know he's a tough kid. We've seen him take quite a bit of punishment against the likes of Brian Blade and keep coming back for more. Indian Deathlock there from James. James in total control of Blaze's ability to move, let alone escape. Oh, reaches back under the chin, stretching him even further. The amount of pressure that's got to put on the lower back. Rolls him over. Clearly wasn't going to get a submission out of Blaze. But Tony James was clearly enjoying himself at the expense of Mr. TCB. But James hoists Blaze up. Backdrop driver. Belly to back suplex with a little bit of extra emphasis, but still only a 2 count. Tony James has been all over Cody Blaze from the moment the bell rang. Oh, Blaze able to avoid the incoming Tony James, cinches him up. Vertical suplex, needs to follow up. Clearly feeling the effects of the match to this point. You can see Blaze favoring his back. Comes up with a drop toe hold. And an elbow right between the shoulder blades. You heard the crowd groan. Oh, La Magistral! Uncharacteristic from Blaze, but I don't blame him for doing what he has to do. Very nearly came up with the victory there. Ducks the first shot, then the second, and comes up with a flying forearm. Perhaps Tony James was a little bit premature in counting Cody Blaze out. We were just that close to Blaze getting arguably the biggest victory of his tenure here in PWA. A win over Tony James would certainly cause the rest of the locker room to stand up and take notice. Crowd starting to rally behind James, though. Reversal follows him in. Oh, a second lariat and a cover hooks the leg, and that's all it took. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Outlaw, Tony James. James just continuing to assault Blaze. Very uncharacteristic. Might have taken things a step too far. A moment of your time, if I may, Mr. James. First of all, I hope we get off on a better foot than we did last time I talked, but I want to congratulate you on a hard-fought victory and ask if this is the kind of thing that helps you get back on the right track mentally and get it together to get back into the championship picture.
Well, first off, I'm where I want to be mentally, because up here I'm already gone. So I don't need to get on the right track. And I told you last week, actually it was 2 weeks ago, as you can see, my mind's a little fuzzy. And I told PWA and their competition committee, where's Cruitt and James' tag team title shot? And if you were here, you heard me go on a tangent. And I took it to the mountain, and nobody was listening. So I'm going to tell that big goof general manager, and I'm going to tell the competition committee, Tony James has his own competition committee. And there's 3 members. My mule Leroy and my left and right boot. And if they don't start doing what they need to be doing, Chris Cruitt and Tony James is going to use one of them to put up their backside. You got anything else? Or is this where you say, I'm so sorry you lost the tag titles. I'm so sorry you didn't get a title shot. And this is where I say, I'm in singles competition. My partner isn't even on the card tonight. And then I find out LA and Morgan get a tag title shot with those Hillbillies. So once again, if I'm doing it right, Cruitt's doing it right, and if those people in the back, all those boys, they get all oiled up and put spritzer in their hair, if that's what it takes to get a title shot, well, I'll stay where I'm at. This interview's over.
The words of one Outlaw Tony James fans, clearly not in the mood for any condolences. Once again, fans, it seems like we caught Tony James in a bit of a bad mood. I'm used to righteous indignation from him, if you will, but it seems to have mutated into outright hostility. I wonder how this is going to affect the dynamic between him and his partner, franchise player Chris Cruitt, if it will have an effect, or if he is equally as aggravated as Outlaw Tony James seems to be. But we'll just have to let that play out in the weeks to come, fans. But don't forget about the huge tag team title main event. Cordova and Taylor get another opportunity to recapture those titles they lost so ignominiously at Red, White, and Bruised. Cannot wait to see that match. So fans, stick around for that. We'll be back with much, much more here on PWA. PWA fans, Aaron Hurt here with you. If you like what you are seeing on YouTube, then don't miss the opportunity to see the action live and in person the first Saturday of every month at the PWA Arena, 737 Slocum Avenue in Lancaster. Premier Wrestling Alliance is in action, plus select dates in towns near you. Check out PWAOhio.com for tickets for not just the arena events, but all events. Arena events start at $5. And that's PWAOhio.com for all of your ticket information. Fans, our next contest, tag team action. competition scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. And it is for the PWA Tag Team Championships. There's a special stipulation on this match. General Manager Nick Stevens has decreed that due to the turmoil and the unrest among the tag team scene, he is determined to see a clear winner declared in this match, therefore has ruled that it will be contested under no DQ conditions. Once again, fans, this is a no disqualification match for the PWA Tag Team Championships. Introducing first the challengers. They are the team of gorgeous Morgan Taylor and from Hidden Hills, California, L.A. Cordova. And their opponents, they are the PWA Tag Team Champions from Lancaster, Mexico. Please welcome, along with Cousin Anita, Juan and John D, the Crazy Hillbillies. Main event time here, fans. Pearl Harbor job to start things off from the challengers. I refer you back to Red, White, and Bruised to see where things really went awry between these four men. In the matter of barely an hour, Taylor Cordova and Morgan Taylor went from capturing the tag team championships to losing them in an impromptu match to the Hillbillies. What have they done here? It appears, what have they done? Have they got John D. He looks like he's handcuffed or something to that corner. Anita checking it out. Yeah, you can see the handcuffs clearly now. Juan's got to handle both these men by himself until John D. can... And this is no DQ. There's nothing the referee can do about it. Oh! I don't know how aware Juan is of his plight. Oh. Traded that key off. Juan hasn't had any trouble handling both of these men by himself so far. Comes through with a big double stomp. Anita's trying everything she can to free John D. from... Oh, look at this! What a delayed vertical suplex from Juan. John D. back up on the apron now, but still unable to help his partner out in this tag team title match. Leave it to Taylor and Cordova to come up with a scheme like this. Maybe the fans would have a little bit more respect for them if they showed some respect, not just for their opponents, but for themselves. And respect for the integrity of a championship match, but now you see the challenger starting to take over using that 2-on-1 advantage. Morgan Taylor with that key to the handcuff still draped around his neck. Leaving Cordova to go to work on Juan. This is a de facto handicap match at this point. Anita doesn't seem to have been able to be much help to John D. Instead, trying to communicate with Juan, which is easier said than done. Again, they double team Juan in the corner, trade that key off, but Juan with a big scoop and a slam. He might just be enough to defend these tag team titles by himself. We've seen some spectacular things from Juan in the past. He might be, oh! That could have very well been the end of the night for Morgan Taylor at that elbow drop connected. Oh! John D tried to get the foot up to do something. Turns out Juan had things well scouted. I think now he's finally aware that his partner is stuck in that corner, unable to give him a reprieve. LA shows off that key. I hope these guys are proud of themselves. Shows you should never give some people credit because they'll always let you down in the end. Morgan Taylor turns his attention to Anita, which only further aggravates John D. And look at taking the cheap shots. The man can barely defend himself. I would say even with one arm, John D's more than capable of taking care of Cordova. But he has to be distraught, speaking of John D, of being unable to help one out. Watching him have to try to fight these two challengers by himself. I think they passed that key off. Oh, he took a big swing. Double leg takedown. Taylor scoops up the key before Juan can notice. Juan back in control on LA Cordova. Morgan Taylor too busy getting to know the fans at ringside. That overconfidence could be their undoing. Oh, Uranage! Rock bottom like. Juan half a count away from single-handedly defending the titles. John D pleading with the referee. Referee can't do anything about it. Taylor taunting Juan with the key. Oh! Drags him into that ring post. LA Cordova continues to punish Juan. Anita backs Taylor back to his corner. DDT on the money, but Juan unable to follow up. We're well past the 10-minute mark of this match, fans, I would have to think. Taylor drags his partner back to the safety of their corner and makes the exchange. Trades off that key, which is quite literally the key to this whole match. Double underhook, butterfly suplex. Makes the cover, could have new champions, but not just yet. Choking away with that strand of wrist tape while LA Cordova again jumps John D from behind. Not satisfied with having him stuck on the outside. Nothing the referee can do about any of this. I can't believe that this is the way these two men want to regain these tag team titles. But you're seeing it just like I am, fans. Cordova just floors Juan with that clothesline, but still can't put him away. The resilience of the young masked man is noteworthy. Clearly proven himself to be a champion whether or not they actually walk out with those belts. Juan came to fight. and keeps fighting. Oh, Cordova scales the turnbuckles and a huge belly-to-belly suplex. If Cordova were able to follow up on that, he might be strapping that belt back around his waist for the second time, those tag team titles. What it's all about. Oh, now taunting with the key. I don't know if Juan is aware the opportunity to release his partner from those handcuffs might be presenting itself right now. Oh, don't turn your back! Oh my God! That speaks for itself, and that enabled Anita to catch the key. She came up with that key, it flew out of Cordova's hand. Now she's got John D trying to, will it be in time? Will Juan be able to make the tag? His partner's finally back up on the apron. He's barely a foot away. All he has to do is reach out. Cordova inching his way back toward his partner. Taylor makes the tag, and here comes John D. Crazy Hillbilly. All the pin-up fury and aggression from not just having to endure the humiliation, I should say, of being handcuffed to ringside, but watching what they did to his partner. Oh, now they're going, oh, foot on the ropes, double pin. New champions, and there's nothing that the referee can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and the new PWA Tag Team Champions, the Massachusetts Metrosexual Gorgeous Morgan Taylor and L.A. Cordova.
What a way to end the program, fans. We do, in fact, have new champions for the second time. The team of Cordova and Taylor. But how they did it leaves a lot to be desired. And you have some very upset fans and now former champions coming to terms with what just happened. This is not over, fans. Well, fans, I've got very little to say about the way that Morgan Taylor and L.A. Cordova became the two-time tag team champions, but there you see it. You can be sure that the Hillbillies are not just going to go merrily along their way and let this slide. They're going to come looking for what just got taken from them in a very despicable manner, if you ask me. But that will do it for this week. Fans, next week we're going to come back with another huge main event. Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly defending the PWA Heavyweight Championship against the former champ, looking for a bit of payback. Mr. 5-Star Gary Gandy. You've got to come back to see that one, but we want to thank you for joining us this week. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you once again on behalf of PWA. My name is Aaron Hurt, and we'll see you back here next time for more wrestling action.